I felt like we physically were the more dominant team tonight. We expected to win that game. That's not shocking to me, you know.
If it ain't about beating Bama, get the fuck out the way. I ain't trying to talk to you right now. And that was just how every single lineman got behind and just had the same mentality.
Obviously, got a great night for our program, and you know, one that we've worked really hard to make happen. So I haven't been emotional to this very point. And of course, right when I get in front of you guys, I'm going to get emotional. But I think that the emotions are a testament to the level of care, the level of investment from so many people that are cheering for us. To start with our Chancellor, who, you know, again, I said this from the jump, but, you know, none of this would be possible without his belief in what we're doing, and God, his willingness to reimagine what this program can be and open up resources and push. Obviously, to the best partner that I could ever ask for in Candace Lee. She's a great boss, a great friend, a great mentor. And few people know the level of fight like she understands the level of fight. And again, I wouldn't be here without her from the interview till now. And her support, her belief, her willingness to set a path and open up a path for me to do the things I need to do to get this program headed where it needs to go. Again, I'm grateful, and I think there's a lot of credit that needs to go to her. So as far as the game went, you know, independent of the way I feel right now, we expected to win that game. That's not shocking to me. You know, I was going to be emotional no matter what, because it's a big win. And, you know, to capture that stadium and as we're kneeling the ball out, you know, just a picture in my mind of what the dream is. That is the dream. That's why I came here. It's what I came here to do. And there are days where you feel like you're really close. There are days where you feel like you're miles away. And to have that actualized for the moment, that was special, and something I'll never forget. Now, we expected it, and I'm proud of our team, the way we battled. When you look at the game itself, we knew we needed to limit possessions. That's an explosive offense. It's a good Alabama team. I've got a ton of respect for Kalen. I thought his guys battled too. And I believe they had 9 possessions. We said, you know, in the game, part of our big 3 was a 10 possession game. So to get a 9 possession game means that we met that mark. That takes a team that's playing together. That's all 3 phases interlocked, and proud of that. If you look at it, I think we held the ball for 42 minutes. That's how you win games like that against good teams. The second key was punch, counter punch for us. You know, we knew they were going to get their plays. We needed to sync up at the right times. We needed the next unit, no matter what had happened before, the next unit to step on the field and to dictate the energy on the field. And we did that, you know. I thought the way we started the game, you know, defensively with the turnover for a touchdown, I thought moments where we delivered stops and got the ball back. And obviously for our offense to counter punch at the end and finish with possession is, man, that was a lot of fun. You know, I felt like we delivered that way. And then special teams. Now, you know, there were a couple of things that we want back from special teams, that return at the start of the half. I think even the kickoff, the squib kick there at the end, we want to puncture vertically on that one. But on the whole, when you talk about the touchbacks on kickoff, huge. The pin punt that got them backed up, set up a good complementary sequence that we needed. That's what a win looks like. It's a team win. That's what our program is. And we have everything we need here to replicate that. You know, we were a more disciplined team tonight. We cleaned up the penalties. I was proud of that. Hopefully there's a great lesson for us to pull forward from that. And we need to celebrate this and enjoy it and savor the moment. And then in 12 hours, we need to turn the page and focus on Kentucky, and that's what we'll do. This isn't an arrival for our program. It's a beginning in some ways. I do feel like this is a breakthrough moment for us, but it only matters in terms of the climb we're on and the journey if we turn and get right back into our process. So again, obviously you know how much this means to me. I love our university. I love our city. I love our program. This is why I came back. It's meant to be emotional because, again, I've bled a lot into this, and it just feels great to be able to celebrate with a team that I love and care about. And I look forward to doing that more in the future. So with that, I'm happy to open up for questions.
The clip of Nick Saban saying that Vanderbilt is the only place in the SEC that's not hard to play, were you aware of that clip before this week?
No, and shoot, I mean, look, I mean, I don't. That doesn't affect me. I don't have an opinion on that. I mean, I love Coach. I mean, I've got so much respect for him, and I don't take any disrespect. That way, what we need to do is fill the stadium with black and gold shirts, and when we do that, it will be a hard place to play. And it may not be the biggest, but it is on top of you, and it can get loud. And I think this is a glimpse in as to what Saturday night in Nashville can be. So I didn't know. I stay pretty well insulated in general, but that doesn't have an effect on me.
This could be a breakthrough for your program. Do you feel like there was a breakthrough moment in this game where the thought changes and the momentum changes? There were a lot of big plays, of course, but particularly in the second half, the strip sack comes up. Was there a play or two that you think back of in this game?
I think the sack was huge. That was a big moment. Cam Johnson's touchdown was huge. I mean, it's all of them, right? I mean, I don't know that you can single one out. I think in some ways this game was won in the first quarter. When we were able to again score a touchdown and get a pick six. But what I think the breakthrough was in terms of the performance was we played a clean game and we played to our strategy. And I have talked about this, and I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me talk about it. I mean, this is all I've said is game control offense, point limitation defense, special teams win field position. Let's play penalty free, and let's win the turnover battle. And that's what we did. And so I think it validates that thought internally. And so now we take that and we copy and paste it and move it forward. I felt like we physically were the more dominant team tonight. That's a statement. These guys played tough, and we made it hard. And they got some plays with their skill, and they were able to snuff out Diego a couple times, but we just kept throwing our punches. As far as the changes go, it's about the best 11 on the field, and we got to keep searching for what that is. I thought, obviously, with the way we played, that was masterful. We knew we needed a little more size at center. X has done a great job. He's a smart player. He obviously played really well, held up in there. I can't say enough about our offensive line. And in this league, you got to win in the front. I mean, it's just not going to happen unless you can win on the offensive line and defensive line. I thought on both sides of the ball, we did that. I thought we limited their run game. We have to play better on the perimeter defensively. We will contest the space and keep the ball in front of us, and we can't grow tired of that. Offensively, I thought tonight we were opportunistic with our shots, and I'm really proud of Junior Sherrill for missing one on the sideline that I know he felt like he could get, and coming back and getting a huge touchdown catch at the end. And so that's what this is about. But certainly a huge credit to the front, and I'm glad we have the coaches and the players that we have. I'm proud of them.
Thanks, everybody. We're going to get the players in here.
For Diego?
You feel like made a statement or some respect for what happened tonight?
I feel like just the outside is shocked, but internally, we knew what we could do. We feel like any week that we focus on ourselves, Vanderbilt football can only be Vanderbilt football, and that's the reality of it. But Alabama's a great team, and we just played better tonight, and that's how the SEC is. It's any given Saturday. You guys see it every single day, and so this is what it is.
You mentioned after in the post game that Johnny Manziel sort of inspired you to maybe want to play in the SEC down the road in your career. Do you have any thoughts of the Johnny Manziel after this game and just kind of how he's inspired you throughout your career?
Yeah, Johnny Football, in his video he says he's nothing to play with. I feel the same way about myself. Just every time I step on the field, I feel like I'm the best player on the field every single time. But I just got to keep showing up. It's God's timing, and so I just give everything to Him. He allows me to play at my best. I feel no pressure because of Him, and I don't worry.
Throughout the week, you guys were obviously very confident when people externally weren't. What gave you that confidence throughout the week?
Belief within the team. Nothing can stop it. We don't got to worry about anything. It's God's our protector. I feel like a lot of the team is Christians, and just that within itself, it brings the team together close. We go to church and then go to breakfast, and then we're in the office tomorrow, and you guys, it'll be the same thing tomorrow.
What did it mean you have your whole family down on the field with you celebrating after the game?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think the total number was 68 that all came out from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it takes a lot of money. A lot of people there aren't rich. They come from the poor, South Valley. That's where I'm homegrown. But I just super thankful for them. I feel like they were in my corner tonight. They sit right behind us. Just motivators. Allow me to be myself. And I feel like at home, like literally at home, just playing backyard football when I step out there.
How are you guys able to win the line of scrimmage in that game against one of the biggest teams in college ball?
You go back to the I think it started in the spring or not the spring, but the fall right before when we went to camp. Coach K put out a formula for the O-line. They showed up every single day, 6:15. Hit the sled for an hour, then they went to lift, and then we went to practice. And it was just like I showed up at 6:30. My lift's at 9:30. Just to do extra work, and they're already beating me. So I feel behind already. But those guys they've earned this. The game, like I said, and I'll say it again, they win or lose games, and so they want it for us tonight. I owe them a lot. Because I'm the one who gets to sit in front of the camera, but really they're the ones who set the standard every single day, and those guys they deserve a lot.
Diego, could you tell you think what this meant for the school, for the fans, for the guys on the team that have been here a while to get this?
Coach Lee, and a lot of people don't understand, but Coach Lee has been trying to flip it for so long, and you can tell that he's hurt inside because no one has really went behind him, and they've been all the force. It's physics. When everyone's going the same way, there's a longer strand to go. And so, like when he gets someone to push behind, and I feel like that's the whole team. We're all around him. We're behind him, and we're just he leads the way, and we just attack it what he has planned for us. And Coach Lee's a great coach. You guys see what he does at Notre Dame. You guys see what he does here. He just needs people to believe in him and to keep believing in him. The SEC is tough. And that's just reality. You got to come every single week to play, or you will get you will get beat, and that's just the reality.
Where can this team go this season?
Anywhere we want to. Vanderbilt football can only beat Vanderbilt football, and so we just got to stay the course. Like Coach Lee said, we got to. Kentucky's nothing to play with, and they got good guys up front. We're gonna have our hands full with those guys, and so we got to get watch some film tonight on them, and then get back to it tomorrow.
How much do you think you put on tape tonight, Diego, for the people who maybe didn't know until they see you guys knock off the number one and they see, who's that quarterback there? What do you think you put out there?
I feel like a lot of things the new generation evolves themselves around hype, and I don't believe in that. I feel like in New Mexico it's stay humble, stay the course. Believe what you believe in, and so tonight it just put my name out there more. But I've been doing this I feel like since I was a little kid, really. But the only thing I got to say is recruit New Mexico, and so those guys give everything they have. So just want to shout out them.
Along those lines, a lot of transfers that come in and out or whatever, they want to go to a place that I want to prove that I can do this, and I want to come here to win ball games and stuff. But the fact that very, very few, I guess, like actually realize everything that they set out to do. How big a step is this for you in that process?
It's a big step for sure. You know, a lot of us want to play in the NFL. This is my last year. Like I don't know. The next promised game that I have is against Kentucky. Who knows what'll happen? You know, it's God's timing. But you know, just to take it day by day, enjoy it, give everything I got day by day, have the Kobe mentality, approach every single day like it's your last. You know, you'll be just fine. But my mom really instilled that in me. You know, she's a single mother, has 4 kids, and she really just went to work every single day and showed us what it was. When you work hard, you get rewarded in life. And so tonight's just a reward of how hard we worked.
How effective was Eli's establishment? How fulfilling was it for you to do that with him on the biggest stage?
Man, I can go on and on about Eli. Like, I have real genuine love for Eli. He's changed my life. Like, I mean, changed my life on how I live day by day. You know, he lives by the Bible. He's a real Christian man. When I say he lives out his faith by the book, he lives out his faith by the book. I'm trying to change, and he's training me on what's right, what's wrong, and I sin every day. He tells me when I'm right and wrong, but it's bigger than just the football field for Eli. You know, that's my guy. I will do anything literally for Eli. I can't tell him how thankful I am for him coming over here to Vanderbilt with me from New Mexico State. Just that we have a special bond. He's my roommate. We kick it on the couch. We, you know, he loves my family too. So he likes to let, you know, they make him laugh, and he's telling them they're not living right and things like that. But he's a good kid. He's the top tight end in the NFL draft this year. He should be going first round. If you guys really go look at the film and what he does, the most unguardable piece, you know, in the country. So shout out him, and I'm very thankful for him being here.
Goalpost is now floating in the Cumberland River. I don't know if you knew that. How does that make you feel, and how excited are you to maybe go see it if it's still there?
I love Vandy. It's what I came here for. Came here to win big football games. Came here to, you know, our ultimate goal is to go to the college football playoff. And so we want a chance at the national championship, just how everyone else does. This is just a step in the way, and we just got to keep getting better. There's still little mistakes out there that we got to clean up. But, you know, any given Saturday, anything's possible.
You guys established the tone, first drive, long drive, kept the ball, got pushed on the offensive line. People don't do that to Alabama generally. Was that a sign that you guys maybe had something, because it felt like it never went away?